Tuesday, February 17, 2026, AGNDD intelliReport topic. Man in a dress school shooting kills 2, wounds 9. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this partially AI-generated article-based video. Man in a dress goes on school shooting spree. Deadly shooting at Rhode Island youth hockey game was targeted event, authorities say. PBS.org. Updated on February 17, 2026, 4:39 p.m. EST. Published on February 17, 2026, 8:14 a.m. EST. Pawtucket, Rhode Island. AP. A person who opened fire during a youth hockey game at an ice rink in Rhode Island on Monday killed their ex-wife and one son, Pawtucket Chief of Police Tina Goncalves said Tuesday. Goncalves said the victims were the shooter's ex-wife, Rhonda Dorgan, and adult son, Aiden Dorgan. The shooter injured 3 others during the shooting Monday afternoon in Pawtucket. Among them, the shooter's ex-wife's parents and a family friend, Goncalves said. Police said the shooter died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police identified the shooter as 56-year-old Robert Dorgan, who also went by the name Roberta Esposito. Investigators had spoken to nearly 100 witnesses as of Monday evening as they attempt to piece together what happened earlier that afternoon inside the Dennis M. Lynch Arena in Pawtucket, a few miles outside Providence. Goncalves said Monday that the shooter died from an apparent self-inflicted gun wound, though authorities are still investigating. Goncalves credited an unnamed Good Samaritan who intervened, bringing the attack to a swift end. She did not provide details. The hockey game was live-streamed by LiveBarn, a streaming platform for youth sporting events, whose videos have been shared on social media showing players on the ice as popping sounds are heard. Chaos quickly unfolds as players on benches dive for cover. Those on the ice frantically skate toward exits and fans flee their seats. LiveBarn's social media account has been issuing warnings to those who shared the video that they do not have permission to do so. Dorgan, who police identified as the shooter, was an employee of General Dynamics Bath Iron Works, a shipbuilding facility in Bath, Maine, that contracts with the U.S. Navy. David Hench, a spokesperson for the shipyard, said Tuesday. Hench did not respond to questions about Dorgan's job title or how long they worked at the shipyard. A colleague, Destiny McKenzie, recalled that Dorgan used the women's bathroom and that the two of them would often talk about family. McKenzie said Dorgan's ex-wife never came up in conversation, but a hockey-playing son was a frequent topic. What was supposed to be some seniors' only chance at playoff games is now ruined, she wrote in a message to the Associated Press. Images that these kids and families now have to live with. That's who I send my condolences to, is those families. The reality of our gun laws needs a major reconsideration, and unfortunate guns land in the hands of such sick individuals. McKenzie said the shooter, who was often called Roberta at work, had a bad temper that sometimes led to screaming matches with colleagues. Another co-worker said Dorgan appeared to be split on the issue of transgender acceptance, one second being proud of transitioning and the next, embarrassed. That co-worker, who spoke on condition of anonymity for fear of workplace reprisals, said they knew Dorgan owned guns, but was unsure how many. Dorgan briefly served in the Marine Corps, enlisting on April 26, 1988, according to military records provided by the service, but his service was short-lived. Less than 3 months later, on July 13th, he was separated from the service with the lowest military rank. Major Jacoby Getty, a Marine Corps spokesman, told the Associated Press that the rapid discharge indicated the character of his service was incongruent with Marine Corps expectations and standards. Getty declined to provide more detail. Michael Stephen, who recorded video after the shooting, recalled crying parents trying to locate their children outside the arena and young people being taken out on stretchers. It happens far too often in our nation, Stephen told reporters. Monday's shooting came nearly 2 months after the state was rocked by a shooting at Brown University that left 2 students dead and wounded 9 others, as well as a Massachusetts Institute of Technology professor. Authorities later found Claudio Neves Valente, 48, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at a New Hampshire storage facility. "Our state is grieving again," Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee said in a statement. "As governor, a parent, and a former coach, my heart breaks for the victims, families, students, and everyone impacted by the devastating shooting at Lynch Arena in Pawtucket." Casey contributed from Boston and Whittle contributed from Portland, Maine. Associated Press reporter Konstantin Toropin in Washington contributed. By Kimberly Cruzy, Associated Press. Michael Casey, Associated Press. Patrick Whittle, Associated Press.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.